Done podcast. We want to welcome everybody. We want to have our referee, Dr. Charles Kane. Yes, penalizing us already. We got sick Chris Jackson. She's physically sick.
Fighting the power over here.
And emotionally sick with the Commanders just losing all over the place. And we only got the happiest person out of the whole group right now, Dr. Rosie Rogers. I know. It's kind of rough right now. You know, and the sad part about it, folk, is that, you know, this is the thing. Look, you know, Dallas Cowboys fans about this time of year always start getting really high. I don't know how they got back in this thing. I mean, obviously they got back in because the Commanders couldn't hold on to anything. The Eagles, they just seem to lose it. You know, they're imploding on themselves. And the most dysfunctional team.
You're gonna find out Thursday night how we got back in the thing.
Oh yeah,
on Thursday night.
It's on.
Penalized. What's up, ref?
Penalty for taunting everybody and didn't taunt the lay down Lions.
Yes.
If you're gonna taunt everybody. Even your own team.
We've been taunted for the last 50 years, man.
So. No, we ain't talking about 50 years. We're talking about tonight.
Tonight? Well, my dear Lions, we're starting to go back to the Cubs. I mean, the kittens again. But before we go to get to the whole, let's go ahead. Who won last week, Rosie? What were the standings?
Okay, the standings. Now we got 2 weeks because we missed a week being on. So let me make this quick announcement for both weeks. So for week 12, we had a short team because Mike and Jeff didn't get a chance to get their picks in on that day. And Lord, I ain't gonna talk about how the picks came in for week 13. But for week 12, we had a tie for first with 12 wins, 12 correct picks, tied for first. So let me announce the third place person first with 10 correct picks, which is still great. And that was Chris.
Of course.
With 10 correct picks. So that must mean the tie was Todd and Rosie with 12 picks each. So that week was a good week.
That's what I'm saying. It was a good week. Okay, now 13. Whoa.
However, now let's get to week 13. Got all of our picks. Let me tell you, picking, we was picking differently. We was texting in our picks. Somebody, not calling any names because I'm not going to taunt anybody and I'd have to taunt everybody. But somebody, was a little foggy and they kept giving me these 12 picks. And I kept trying to say, 10 picks. I'm like, there's 12 games. You got to pick 2 more people. But yeah, we made it through. So here's how the scoring went for week 13. Okay. Bringing up the rear. He was on top week 12, but week 13, Todd, you fell all the way down to the rear.
Oh, yeah. I saw that one coming. After the first 3 games, I was like, oh, this is going to be bad.
Yes, you knew it was not going to be good. So Todd brought up the rear with 7.
Oh, I'm surprised they got 7. It was so bad last week.
You was at one point, I was like, let me see if I pick some of the same people Todd picked.
Stay away from him.
Yikes.
So
his picks are contagious. Man.
Jeff just a little ahead of you with 8.
Ooh.
Followed by his brother Mike with 9. So you know what that means? That means the ladies are back on top once again. So once again, Chris came in with 10 correct picks, and the winner of week 13, drum roll. He with 12 correct picks.
We'll give it to you, Dr. Rogers. You're doctor for a reason. Especially when it comes to money, people. She don't play.
Don't play.
Wow.
I had me feeling like a janky bookie this week. I mean, couldn't get y'all picks. I had to keep. Like, please help. Yes, sir, ref.
You remind me of the number man that used to come and knock on the door back in
Uh-oh.
the
Oh
day.
boy.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
can you give me the total? Do you have, you may not possibly have, who possibly could be in first place overall?
I
Overall,
think it's
well, that would
obvious.
be
You're looking at it.
Her,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So
Rosie.
I've won about 5 weeks. Yeah.
yeah, Rosie's been killing
Rosie.
it. I mean, I ain't mad at you, Rosie. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna find out this week. We're gonna pick this week, everybody. So we're gonna start off
All right. Let me get
Thursday night. The D is back in Dallas against Detroit, which we'll call it Detroit because there's no D in Detroit right now. We're gonna start with the winner, Dr. Rogers. Who are you picking for that?
Come on. Need you even ask? I already went on and wrote my name down beside Dallas before the show came on. So what's up in Dallas?
She's going with the Jersey. Of course, I'm going with the Lions. I think there's going to be upset there. Chris, who you picking?
Let's see. Well, it's a coin toss.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go for the Lions this time.
Oh, what you trying to say?
This time. All right. Yeah.
Okay. So now we have next up Seattle at Atlanta Falcons. Dr. Rogers, who you picking?
I'm going with the Seahawks. They doing pretty good right now.
Okay. Chris, who you going with?
Yeah, I think I'm flying with the Hawks.
I'm going with the other bird, the Falcons.
Okay.
I should have said Seahawks. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with the Falcons, the other birds there. And then, this is going to be a good game. Cincinnati at Buffalo. Chris, who you going with?
Oh, wow. I'm going to go Cincinnati.
Ooh. Dr. Rogers, who you going with?
I'm Bills, dollar bills.
Dollar bill, y'all. I'm going with the Bengals. I think they're hungry. I'm going with you, Chris, on this one.
They're hungry.
Yeah, I have a feeling about this. Now we got, the interesting game. The Tennessee Titans at the Cleveland Browns. I'm going with Shador. Your boy Shador. But Dr. Rogers, who you picking?
You know what? I'm gonna go with Shador. He is due this one.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's playing the Titans the same way I was glad when they played the Raiders. Give him an opportunity to get out there. He needed last week too, so he can get a little bit of introduction. But I'm gonna go with Shador, especially since they had already announced him as the starter, and he was bold enough to tell that interview person that was an unfair question. He didn't quite say it like that, but yeah, I'm going with Shador.
All right, who you going with, Chris?
I'm going with the money maker. She said Shador. I'm going Shador too.
Okay, Shador all the way, everybody. Okay, now we got the ugly game of the week, unfortunately. The Washington Commanders at the Minnesota Vikings. Chris, who you going with?
I have to stick with the Commanders regardless.
Oh, it sounds like you're just like, I'm going to lose, but, I have to pick them because they are the Commanders. Dr. Rogers, this is your chance. Who are you going with? No, this is going to be hard.
Because it's all about the money for me. And look, and seeing the way those guys played, the Burgundy guys, see the way that they played and that magnificent catch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put my money on the Commanders this week.
Wow, that had to hurt. I'm going to go with the I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings just because I have a feeling that McCarthy is going to have a game and that defense is going to mess them up.
Okay.
I'll go with the Vikings. All right, now we got the real ugly game of the week. Miami at New York Jets. I'm going with the Jets. Who you going with, Dr. Rogers?
But Jets did look pretty good this week. I was even rooting for them. I came off my sofa to the edge of it for a few times. I was like, what? Look at these Jets. But we all picked the other team and all went down together last week.
Yeah, we did.
But I'm going to go with the Dolphins. I'm in the water.
Ooh, she's going with the Dolphins. Okay, even though it's going to be cold in New York. Okay, there you go. Okay, Chris, who you going with?
I'm going with the Jets. I'm staying high.
All right. Don't get high, but stay high. All right, here we go. Here we have the New Orleans Saints against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going Buccaneers. Chris, who you going with?
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Buccaneers.
Dr. Rogers, who you going with?
Hey, it's a clean sweep. Bucks all the way.
He's on the road, folks. You need to, pay attention to Dr. Rogers.
I know.
Just put some respect on that. Now we got the other one, the Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Chris, who you picking?
Well, I think I'm going with the Jags.
Ooh, wow. Got that cat thing going. Dr. Rogers, who you going
Mm-hmm.
with?
You know what? I went with the Colts last week and they cost me my 13th game. So,
But you still won by a landslide.
yeah, nah, I ain't betting on them this week. I'm going with the Jags.
You know what? I'm going with my boy BJ Green. Saw him make two powerful plays there. Shout out to Marvin and the family. We're going to have you on the show here, folks. BJ, we wish you well, man. Represent well. Love you, BJ. So I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's who he plays for, number 95. And, you know, I got to give a shout out to I think it's Tanya Myers, the mother of number 3 Myers out there. Give a shout out to you, girlfriend there. Got a chance to meet her. She was really sweet. Now we got the interesting game. Pittsburgh at the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, who wants to even pick this? Chris, you know, I'm gonna start with you. This is
I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
oh boy. Dr. Rogers, who you going with?
Once again, we all went with the Ravens last week and we all lost together. But you know, when I flipped my coin, you know, they both 6-6. They both like.
Who wants to win this?
At the end of
Right.
the day, I'm hoping that the Ravens, you know, bounce back and pull it off. So I'm going with the Ravens.
You know, I'm gonna go with the Ravens because I need to keep up with you. All right, then. Now, next we have Denver at the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm picking Denver. They have a defense. Dr. Rogers, who you going with?
10-2. You know, I'm going Denver.
All right, Chris, who you going for?
Sorry, cousin DJ, but I'm going with the Bronx.
Oh, snap. She's going against the family. All right, we go. Hey, we're going to see what happens at Christmas. All right, here we go. We have the Chicago.
Who you going with, Todd?
Oh, I said Denver.
He went with
Broncos,
Denver.
man. So now we have the Chicago Bears at the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to start off with Dr. Rogers because she's got a love, more hate. I'm going to say hate-love relationship with the Packers. Who are you picking on this one?
And I don't know. I done went with the Packers a couple times, you know, against my scruples, my emotional, you know, well-being and my mental, you know, fortitude. But I ain't going with them this week. I'm going with the Bears.
Uh-oh, she's going with the Bears. All right, I'm going with the Bears too. Chris, who you going with?
Okay, I'm gonna do the cheese again.
Oh, she's going to Cheesehead. Okay, there you go. Okay, now we got the real ugly game of the week. Is probably one-sided. The Los Angeles Rams against the Arizona Cardinals. Chris, who you picking?
Oh, Rams.
Oh, that was quick. Dr. Rogers, who you picking?
Hey, once again, we all confidently picked the Rams last week.
No.
We all went down together last week. Yeah. But I'm going with the Rams again. They
I'm
better
going
win.
with the Rams again because I don't know what Arizona's doing. I don't think they know either. Now, the most interesting game of the week, in my opinion, the Houston Texans at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Dr. Rogers, since you've been on a roll, I want to see who you're picking.
You want to see who I'm picking? Well, speaking of being on a roll, the Texans have been on a roll, man. They headed for the cornbread, the biscuits, the sloppy gravy, all of that. So I'm gonna put my money on the Texans. I like Patty just because I do, except for last week when they played Dallas. But I'm going with the Texans.
And congratulations on that. You know, nobody really picked them but you. I mean,
Thank
Yeah,
you.
right.
I know, you know, Chris, who you going with?
I'm gonna go with the 10-gallon hat. Those Texans.
You know, Chris, I'm gonna go with you because that defense I think is gonna show up.
I think so.
And I think they'll have enough offense to kind of get Kansas, because you know, whatever Dallas did to Kansas City, I think the Texans can do too.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the Texans. All right, now the last game, we have the Philadelphia Eagles against the Los Angeles Chargers.
Well,
I'm gonna stick with my boy, Jim Harbaugh.
we know you.
Because I just think the Chargers are going to win, and the Philadelphia Eagles are so dysfunctional right now. I mean, they got a great team if they show up, but something's going wrong there. And Dr. Rogers, I think they need to call you to do some psychological
I
counseling.
will definitely put them on the couch. I will put them around the room. I will do whatever it takes. But not that I want them to win because, they're in my division and I really want Dallas to, to pull this off.
But this is money, so what you gonna do?
What am I do? See, okay. I don't know. I think the Eagles are hurting right now. I think their wings have been clipped. I think they got some trouble brewing. Don't they have a player out too? Somebody's hurt. So I'm gonna charge
offensive coordinator.
Chargers. I'm gonna charge with the Chargers.
Right, you're going with Jim Harbaugh. Chris, who you going with?
Okay, are they playing in Philly?
They're playing at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay. Chargers.
Oh man, that was a quick one.
All right.
They're not gonna lose again at home. Those fans are pissed.
Did y'all saw they throw eggs at the
They're awful. They're awful.
Just how?
Like I said, Dr. You need to do some therapy sessions because about this time of year, a lot of people need therapy, especially with the Steelers cutting Darius Slay. Shout out, he used to play for the Detroit Lions and he won a Super Bowl, and now he's looking for a job right now. So we want to wish him well. But what did you guys find out real interesting this week? Anything real interesting this week?
I'll go first if y'all don't mind.
No, I don't mind. Yeah, please do, because we want to get better at our picks. So please.
For me this week was
before we get started.
Okay.
Before you get started, Rosie.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask kindly for our gracious host who's running this show so excellently, but we never know what the show is behind him because he keeps sitting in front of. Oh, now we see it.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sorry,
my bad,
Dr. Rogers.
Go ahead, Dr. Rogers.
I understand. That was just a timeout, referees. 30-second timeout.
Warning call.
Appreciate it. Yes, we appreciate it. But so getting back to the interesting things was the weekend of the one-hand dynamic catches. Oh my goodness. From Puka Nakua catching the one hand the way he did, and the Commanders player, what's his name?
Burks.
That dude. Okay, yeah, him.
Burks.
That one.
He got nice teeth too.
To me, it was like just watching those made the weekend for me. Of just seeing how since what's his name? Oh my gosh, number 13 from years ago. Oh, I can't think of his name. When he caught the one-hand catch and so since then, all of the receivers and players have been practicing that one-hand catch, and they are doing dynamic with it. Forget you got mossed. You got one-handed. What are we going to call that? What are we going to nomenclature that? That to me is like even bigger than the you got mossed. That's like you got crossed.
Velcro. Yeah, Velcro hand.
All that stuff happened. But yeah, so that's what I really enjoyed. And not to mention my Dallas Cowboys on Thursday night, Thanksgiving dessert was my boys, Dak and the boys, beating the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes, he was doing his thing. He thought they was going to come back, but yeah. And finally, I must give ups to the shout outs to the Commanders. Played a really good game. I enjoyed it.
I have to say,
played a good game.
Yeah, props to the Cowboys. I was glad they shut down Kermit and the gang. I got sick of them shining that light on what's her face up in the booth. I was like, we're not coming to see her. We come to see the game. So yes, thanks for shutting that down on Thanksgiving. It was a little indigestion, but it was good. I shout out my Commanders because everybody counted them out like landslide and Mariota, he stepped up and he did some stuff. He moved them legs. He was just on point. And of course, Burks with that one-handed catch. Refs, I know Charles is going to talk about this, but refs, y'all did us dirty. And I fell asleep. I missed the last touchdown in overtime because I had cut the TV off. Sorry, y'all, I missed the big play. But anyway, I was happy. A lot of football, whole lot of football.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it was football
Yeah,
week.
again, it's not good wearing his uniform. The refs not only stinked in Washington game, but they stink that whole weekend and play calling. They done went away from pass interference to no pass interference. They don't know when to call pass interference and when not to call pass interference. But I think the biggest thing this past weekend, because I'm just speaking because Jeff and Mike is not there, and when they're not here, Todd is going to try to take over and beat up on y'all. So Rosie, somebody have to get your back. Also, Chris, get your back. And although I can't stand Dallas, Dallas is in a position to go to the playoff, and they're playing good ball. The second thing is, if y'all can remember a year ago, Philly, you people was talking about Philly just like they are talking about them now.
Mhm.
And the key is let Hurts go. Let him run the ball.
Mhm.
That opens up the offense.
Yeah.
Now, last thing, the Lions are like Todd said, uh are being the Lions, but the Lions is a solid team, and I think they will uh be there. But this season is like any given Sunday.
Mhm.
Any
Yep.
given Sunday. And the last thing, Washington defense showed up. Now the reason they showed up because they got a couple of players back, Will Harris
Mhm.
and
Right.
Deron Payne. You seen they had
Mhm.
more pressure on the quarterback
Yes.
and defensive backfield. So
Mhm.
Jeff and Mike, I got your back. I'm gonna turn it over to uh did I say the Cowardly Line? Oh, Todd in the
Oh
Detroit Line.
man.
Ah,
And speaking of
He
Detroit
clicked
Lions,
his heels 3 times and wanted to go home. Go ahead.
that yeah, but not to Kansas, to Michigan. But I mean, but the crazy thing about it is that when you look at Detroit may not make it in the playoffs at this point. And Dallas, I mean, you got to give it to Jerry Jones. He said he paid for defense. We
told
all
y'all
that.
defense a few weeks ago. Y'all didn't listen to me.
Yeah, and all of a sudden,
Mhm.
I mean, it is what it is. I
It
made
is.
fun of them. You can look at the clip. I called them Alice because the defense wasn't showing up, and if Dak didn't show up, the team was losing. And something turned
Yeah.
around in Dallas, right now, where I mean, look, they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. It
Yeah.
wasn't like it was.
That doesn't mean they playing defense.
Well,
The
but
defense
they play. I mean, to stop the
They
Kansas,
still getting scored on.
we're
They
solid.
getting scored on. I
but they
mean,
did
Yeah.
enough to
Dallas
Not
is
stop
like
getting
it
them.
scored
was.
on.
Not
Yeah,
like it was.
yeah. It wasn't like it was. Dallas, for some reason, they do enough. They're
Mhm.
going to beat you. So, like I said, I got to give a shout out to them. But you know what? I got to give a shout out to my man Shador Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out
Yes.
to him to say, look, man, he didn't throw any interceptions, even though he scored 8 points.
Keep hope alive. Keep
You know what I'm
doing it.
saying? I don't, Jerry Judy trying to whatever. Dude, catch the ball, man. We seen you do drops all season long.
Mhm.
Mr. Drop the ball. You know what I'm saying? And they pay you a lot of money to catch it. And I'm really proud of Shador from handling it in that perspective.
Yes.
And then when I get to my 2 minute drill, I'll give a shout out to BJ Green. Got a chance to meet the Jaguars and stuff. Guys are great down there and stuff like that. But I'll talk a little bit about that when I get to my 2 minute drill. But the other thing too is that the Minnesota Vikings,
Mm.
they started off like, okay, like they're going to do something this year, and maybe that's because of the
Mhm.
rookie quarterback, and a rookie
Mm.
quarterback can show up. And then you got the amazing Jameis Winston. You know, who knew
Right.
Jameis Winston would be something? But Jackson Dart started again, and I guess New York is New York at this point. And then the Jets, I
Yeah.
got to give it to my man Glenn. He is really turning that program around where they're actually like, okay, they were always competitive, but no one thought they would. And when they got their win, they're becoming a dangerous team. And
Mhm.
and let me give my shout out to Ben Johnson. The Bears. I
Man.
mean, We destroyed the Bears, and looks like they're the number one team in the division right now. Whoever thought that the Bears would be this good, or maybe it's smoke and
Man.
mirrors, but still, you just got to beat the teams in front of you. And
Mm-hmm.
fortunately, that's what you got to do. And I got to give a shout out to Green Bay at least, whether you like them or not. Dr. Rogers has this hate love with them, unless it comes to money, folks. He only really is real money. But I gotta give a shout out to Green Bay and what Love is doing. This is the kind of stuff he does near the end of the season. This is when you start coming on and stuff. So it's good to see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
I love, 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 love.
but yeah, would anybody else have
It's
anything to
December
say?
football. We're in December football now. So this is
Mm-hmm.
where the rubber meets the road. This is when the real stories are told.
Yep.
This is when the teams got to, step up or they're going to be stepping out. I'm looking forward to the game this Thursday night between the Lions and the Cowboys because the Lions are just one tick ahead of us right now. And I think if we beat the Lions, we on that bubble, we're gonna pop a little bit, and some other teams lose. So yeah,
Man,
we
What
just
I'm
them
looking forward
Cowboys.
to is my two favorite teams playing. What is that? The Detroit Lions and anybody playing against the Dallas Cowboys. And if Detroit wins, I'm going to be ecstatic. I'll be back to normal next week. But right now, I'm in a mourning kind
and
of.
that's the difference between us, Todd. Even when Dallas is losing, I'm still a Dallas fan. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I'm
still
sure
a
Chris.
Detroit fan.
Even when the Commanders aren't having their best season, she's still there for them.
Yeah.
We don't talk negative about them. We don't dog them.
Amen. Talk to him, doctor.
We're just different than what you become.
Yes, doctor.
I'm saying.
We just pray harder. We pray harder.
Yeah.
And we ride the roller coaster with them, and we stick with. But you don't hear us putting them down. You don't hear us calling them names. You don't hear us. You know what I'm saying?
We don't hide
we may
our
go
logo.
to the playoffs. And then Dr. Rogers brought me back to reality and said, no. I was like, oh, okay.
All right. I love that. We're gonna illegal grounding on Todd. You lose it down. I just want to say one thing. I'm happy and emotionally that y'all are excited, and I'm excited about Shador.
Mm-hmm.
But he got to play football. He's on the field now. He can't just say, well, I got away with it. We lost. He have to show that he's above just average.
Mm-hmm.
So he got to make the people say, oh, now you're on the field.
Yep.
You got to step it up.
Yep.
Even in losses, he's got to step it up. It's not about he didn't turn the ball over. He ain't that. He's got to make people say, "Oh, we got to watch out for this guy."
Yeah.
And that's the only thing. I'm happy for him. But now, buddy, let's get it going. And hopefully next week when they pay the Bears, I believe they pay the Bears on the 7th. I believe they play them on the
Sunday?
14th.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll see. But again, I'm just speaking more tonight because I'm sure Jeff and Mike would had a lot more to say, and they have more faith than he's to my left on my screen. Stage left on my screen.
I think it's more delusional. That's what I'm saying. I think it's more delusional because the Washington Commanders at this point, they're done. The goose is cooked.
Our goose is cooked, but see, we ain't got nothing to lose. We can only go up.
No, we got something to lose.
But Detroit
last year, number one seed.
But that don't have nothing to do. But we beat somebody that has a chance not to get in the playoff and look like they're sinking. And they may not be in the playoff this year, and they were the best team last year. So get it straight.
No,
we can be a spoiler.
We better get it straight because we're playing the Dallas Cowboys at Detroit.
Better come correct. But the other thing too is, you're saying that goose is cooked, but if we see it from the player's perspective, because I have to come up with it. they're still enjoying their season.
Yeah.
It's still
Mhm.
one game at a time for them. Only
Mhm.
fans be like, well, the playoffs, this and that. You know, if we would learn to enjoy each game by game like the players do, then we can even have a better fan experience. But we get so week one, we're already talking about the playoffs. You know, so look, embrace each game. Commanders played a good game last night. You know, so it's not that their goose is cooked. They might not be making it to the playoffs, but they still got more games to play. So
Yeah.
one game at a time. One game.
Hey,
Yeah.
Rosie, I'm sorry, I'm gonna take that Rosie out. Dr. Rogers,
Yes.
do you have some open appointments? Because I have a new patient for you. Uh, and if you got any open appointment, because he's rushing the night off, so maybe after tonight you can give him 2 minutes
I can
on
squeeze,
on the couch.
Squeeze them in.
squeeze them in.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, we're gonna do a Nelly quote here. You know, if you know the rapper Nelly, I am number one, two nobody remembers. That's at the end of the day, man. It's all about being number one. You know, everybody remembers who won the Super Bowl. Everybody forgets, you know, who almost made it, couldn't quite make
Yeah.
it, get left out.
And
Yeah.
then
The
everybody
runner up.
also forgot the feeling of last year's Super Bowl. So you still got to take it one game at a time if you're going to have a good fan experience. Because once that Super Bowl is over, it's over and done.
Start
Then
over
now what you're
again.
doing, you're looking forward to next year. Right. And you done missed out on days and games and weeks, and you're rushing your life away. Learn how to take it one game at a time, just like the players do. And they're the ones out on
It's
the
like the
field.
Philly fans and the Pittsburgh Steelers fans who were yelling, "Fire Mike Tomlin!" Mike Tomlin, hang in there, bro. It's getting kind.
That's a fan. It's
Oh,
like my son
yeah.
told me years ago. A fan is fan. Somebody was getting all in his case and saying some stuff, and I was getting upset about it. He said, "Mom."
And you know, Mike Tomlin is one game away from being, I think, third on the list for the most winning seasons.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He's actually the longest. Right now, he's the winningest coach in the league. Right now,
Right.
he hasn't had a losing season.
right.
You know, and haven't had a quarterback in almost five seasons.
That's his
So,
beat.
yeah,
Yeah.
they gave away Pickens because of his attitude. So I mean, he's playing with what he got.
And I'm
Yep.
thanking for
You know,
the way.
so they always gonna beat him up just like they was hollering at Houston coach. But look at him.
Oh man, that dude can coach. You seen the Houston?
Oh,
He
yeah.
He didn't turn turned it around.
Turned it around.
Houston,
Yep.
he didn't turn it around. So I'm just saying they have a way of jumping on some people. We're not going to say what people, but some people, and they're turning around like their job is always on the line because of who they are.
Yeah.
And that's reality.
They, fans, they wanted their way. They want everything to go the way they want it to go. They're not looking at all the other factors and things that that come into play with decisions that are made. They just they just want them. Probably half of them drunk at the time they doing all that yelling because they done had too many.
Well, yeah. And being in Pittsburgh and Philly is cold, it's miserable. So, they're miserable. Like little babies who need a diaper change. Just stop whining. Stop your whining.
Yes.
Well, I give Philly credit. They treat everybody the same, even
they do.
Even their own team. They boo their own team. Hey, man.
They boo their own team.
They don't care. Win a Super Bowl.
Everybody get a Philly cheesesteak.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And with that in mind there, we got the 2-minute drill, Charles. So I guess we want to go. I guess it's just me with the 2-minute drill, huh?
No, Todd. You're penalized. You talking about just me. How can you get a 2-minute drill and you haven't even showed 2 minutes the whole night?
What?
So,
I mean, but we got a 2-minute drill.
Hey, everybody gets 2 minutes.
Oh, everybody gets 2 minutes tonight. So who's going to start first?
I
Right.
went first last week, I think, a week before.
2 minutes.
Referee, who's going first, ref?
Referee, the cat's got your tongue.
Oh, he got jokes now.
Eyes are bad.
Who's going first?
You tell
Let
us,
me
bro.
close my eyes and point.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Oh, Chris.
Okay, so 2 minutes. I'm at a point now where I'm saying the Commanders are going to be the spoilers. They're going to come out late out the gate and defeat the rest of their teams that they play. Yes, I am the one optimistic. I might be wearing rose-colored glasses, but I have hope that we're going to end the season on top. Jaden, stay on the sideline. Let the Mariota man finish out. Let yourself rest. You got time, child. You got time. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I'm excited.
Way to go, Optimus Prime. All right.
Optimus.
All right, Doctor. All right, Charles, who goes next?
Dr. Rogers, ladies first.
Gladly. And let me start with this. I did learn over the last few days that Mariota, we've been saying his name wrong, right? It, with Hawaiian background, I think it's pronounced Mariota and not Mariota. There's a TAH. The pronunciation at the end is a TAH. So when I listened to talking about him, they were saying he was, such a kind person that he doesn't even take the time to correct people on the pronunciation of his name. But Manti was talking about, no, it's Mariota. So that is a little nugget I learned. So, and I'm done with that. So now
she's done with that verbiage.
The Cowboys. There are some things that turns a team around. Yes, early in the season, the defense wasn't showing up. I was upset myself with Jerry Jones for trading away Micah Parsons. Especially when you look at what he's doing on the field with the Packers. But, then he makes some corrective actions. And of course, there's been times, and we probably will get there again, where we're like, fire Jerry Jones. We're talking about firing the coaches. We're like, let's get rid of Jerry. We'll be good if we get rid of Jerry. But Jerry kind of redeemed himself, brought in some good players on defense. We had some players who were hurt, and they came back. So I want to give us this encouragement in my 30 seconds that I got left. Is you might start off slow, like the Dallas Cowboys did. Things were not going good. Nobody expected them to be where they are now. But for the last 3 games, they have pulled out those wins. They have played better. Dak has not been, vaulting. He has not been, like doing crazy stuff out of nervousness. But I think that leadership has a big part to play with that. A new coach in the house. That's encouraging them. I hear his leadership is very good. So leadership does make a big difference. And, and overall, you can be a good player, but if you got, bad leadership that can't pull it all together, it's not going to work. You can be a mediocre player with good leadership, and then you can turn that ship around. I'm telling you, leadership makes a difference. So I'm proud of my boys, proud of what they're doing. A lot of other great teams. The Bears are surprising me and everybody else. So yeah, it's good to see some more teams on top and not just the Chiefs.
Wow.
I love that.
I almost was going to clap on that, Dr. Rogers, but a few of that stuff, you sound overeducated. We're going to bring it back down to reality.
We're going to bring it back down to elementary right now, so I'm about ready to speak. So let's just go right there. All right. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody, I went to a football game. I got a shout out to take my dad. It was really, really a wonderful moment with them. And, he didn't know that we were going to take them to see the football players after the game, which was a surprise for him. But, when I saw BJ out there, he doesn't start all the time, but he's always ready. We were watching him. And every time he got his opportunity, he did what he was supposed to do and took his moments. And I think as an encouragement, take your moments. You don't always have to be the star, but you always got to be ready.
That's right.
He caused a fumble in the game. He did a nice big hit near the end of the game there. And we're like, we're really proud of BJ. And yes, we can get better. But BJ, what I'm saying? This is a shout out to you and the family there, because I know your family, especially your dad, because I know your dad and mom very well. I really appreciate what you're doing with your kids and stuff like that and supporting them. And it's nice to have a family support you, especially at this level. So shout out to
Yes.
them. We want to encourage you to keep going. Marv will bring you back on the show here. But that's my 2 minutes right there. And since we're going with the 2 minutes, Chris Jackson, besides trying to get well, what are you doing this weekend?
Man, I'm trying to get myself healthy because I'm trying to go on travel next week to the ATL. So
Oh,
I gotta get this self together here. Gotta get it together. Yeah, I'm gonna be resting.
she's, she's definitely gonna be resting. That's good. Yeah, Dr. Rogers, what are you gonna be doing?
Well, I have flipped my switch to holiday mode.
Oh,
Coming off of all the stuff I had to do in November and all that, so now I'm in December, and it's all about me and my family. So I've flipped that switch to holiday mode. Not doing a lot for other people. I'm gonna focus on myself. So this weekend is another one of those weekends that I might, do a little bit of shopping. I'm almost done with my Christmas shopping, but I got a few more things I want to do. So yeah, it's all about the holidays for me now. I'm even gonna decorate my house.
cool. I mean,
Wow.
Dr. Rogers, that's wonderful. And folk, don't forget to like, subscribe, share.
What are you
give up
doing
to
this weekend, Tom?
this weekend. I'm
I
preaching.
like your thinking, Doc.
What are you
I'm
doing, Tom?
preaching this weekend at Prentice Park, right there in Portsmouth.
Um,
Okay.
So that's what I'll be doing this weekend there. So, yeah, we're gonna need a
Good.
lot of that. But like I said, thank you for that shout out, Charles, there. Really appreciate that. But like I said, folk, we love everybody like that. It's show some love this year, everybody. We care about, we have fun over here. But like I said, share, subscribe, like, share us to somebody, share us to a friend, even an enemy. You know what I'm saying? They give you a good laugh too, right? So next time, we hope that you come back and bring some more friends and give us 2 minutes and we done podcast. Otherwise, we out of here. See you next week, everybody.
Later.
and we want you back, Mike and Jeff.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mike.
Good job.
We'll see you back, bros.
Miss you.
Miss you.